this game would be hard. We talked about trying to thrive in hard situations and certainly had the opportunity to do that. And at the end of the game, made a couple great jobs on offense, especially the last drive. Got a couple critical stops on defense when we needed to. So you can't be more proud of the players for the way they competed in the game.
Yeah, frustrating, you know. Our guys played their tail off. They played hard for 60 minutes. You know, it's the number one team in the country. They're the number one team in the country for a reason.
We went into halftime, and I told them I was driving the bus, and the bus was pulling off. And they was going to either get on or get off, and they got on, and we got it done tonight.
There was a lot of doubts before, but we rose to the occasion tonight. And I said it last week, we're still getting better and better. We haven't even hit our peak yet, and I still don't think so. I mean, we're playing well right now, and we're getting better at the right time of the year, and that's pretty scary for the other teams out there that we're going to play. So, you know, it's good for us right now.
The season's not built on one game. This team will be defined by how they respond, not by what they did tonight.
Take a listen inside the Troy locker room. Think they're fired up?
Look, it takes a champion to come on the road. This is the toughest venue as there is. All right, this is the toughest venue, man. And we did so many good things. I'm serious, man. We did.
Neil Brown. I was about to say, without a dog in the race, that's pretty awesome. But how about this? Troy University tweeting, hey, LSU, thanks for having us down for homecoming. We really enjoyed it.
Of course, it has been a difficult week for everyone in Las Vegas. A moment of silence was held in honor of the Las Vegas tragedy, along with plenty of Vegas strong support.
What were you thinking? It was a testy day in College Station. Plays at this fake field goal didn't help. Louisiana Lafayette had no issues snuffing this one out. I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah, all the way up, Junior. All the way up, all the way
Shortcuts. Right. In
Shortcuts will get you nowhere in life.
The Tigers dancing on the Memorial Stadium wall, and whoops! Fall right. This is what happens when you dance on the edge sometimes, you go down.
Getting too high. Look at the crowd in the front row, though.
Distraught.
They're not sure if they should keep cheering or not.
Exactly. Talking about Ohio quarterback Nathan Rourke. He may be under the radar here, but not north of the border. This guy, the pride of Holy Trinity High School in Oakville, Ontario.
Check out the highlights from Rourke on Saturday. Look, fleet feet here,
Yeah,
Jeff.
looks a lot like Ronnie Lancaster back in the day of the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. Really, the Bobcats do look like the Rough Riders, and I like the way this guy plays.
Yeah, Rourke, you can see him kind of doing these things at Concordia maybe, or I don't know, maybe the York Yeoman, but right now he is starring for Ohio. Well, a low-angle camera here, fantastic. But I just love the fact we're getting so many Canadian segments here on College Football Final. Joey, what do you think of this stuff, man? A lot of great CanCon all over the place. Maybe not, the CanCon.
We'll get you a St. Hubert chicken. Don't worry, it'll be good.
Poutine, get that man a poutine, it'll wake you up. UCLA, Oregon. Tolu with the run and the hurdle.
This is the all-name highlight package right here. This is like falling out of a one-story building. That's dangerous. Goes to hurdle the guy, then jumps off of his shoulder pads. Oh, run for me, lucky he didn't get hurt here.
21 back turn, no clue.
In case you missed it, heartfelt one here. Illinois players and coaches joining Iowa and Hawkeye fans in the new tradition of turning and waving to the Children's Hospital at the end of the first quarter at Kinnick Stadium. A wonderful sight that is, as clearly the players giving back.
And make it 35 straight for Northwest Missouri State. The Division II powerhouse won its 35th straight game overall in a 24-20 win over Central Missouri at Arrowhead Stadium.
Western Michigan in the house, visiting Buffalo, one of the wildest games you'll ever see. We picked things up in the first overtime. Western Michigan's down 7. John Wasik playfing finds Donnie Ernsberger.
Nice job going up and high-pointing the football. One overtime down.
After the play, a young lady had to be escorted away for running on the field. That's Ernsberger's sister.
Where was security when she was on her way on the field?
She has the word sister underneath the number.
She would not go quietly into
the night. We skipped to the fourth overtime. Drew Anderson to KJ Osborne touchdown.
What a terrific throw in a place where only the receiver could get it over to the left shoulder.
Buffalo needs a 2-point convert. Trick play, Anthony Johnson to the quarterback.
You got to go trickeration. Remember, starting in the third OT, you got to start going for 2 every single time. So you got to dig deep into that playbook.
Fifth overtime fans getting a little bit restless here. Buffalo's up 59-53. Jarvion Franklin, game tied at 59.
You can see the defense is getting tired at this point. That's a 5-yard run. Nobody touched it.
But they missed a 2-point convert, so we have a 6th overtime. This is unreal. Anderson now looking to pass. Scrambles, and he will make his way in the end zone.
Oh, this is like one of the greatest penalty shootouts ever in NHL history. Just trading goals back and forth.
Feels like Nagano all over again. They missed a two-point convert, 7th overtime. And yes, with Buffalo up 68-65, hey, it's Franklin, game-winning touchdown. Western Michigan wins a 7-overtime thriller, 71-68, highest score game in FBS history with 139 points. Another SEC matchup, Ole Miss facing LSU. Leonard Fournette is back after missing the last 2 games with an ankle injury. It is the Magnolia Bowl. Maybe some raining frogs at the end. First quarter, LSU's down 10-0. Fournette on the sweep, 59-yard touchdown.
How fresh does he look? I mean, Ole Miss is thinking, couldn't he just take one more game off because he looked fresh and ready to go tonight.
Fournette lining up in the fullback position, catching a swing pass from Danny Etling, and then blocks Deontay Anderson. Bam!
Oh, just run him over right there. You talked about him lining up at fullback, Adnan. That's just a little tweak that maybe you didn't see before, but you got rid of it, new offensive play caller. Little tweaks, little wrinkles like that, finding different ways to get Fournette the ball.
And then Fournette getting past multiple defenders and rushing for a 76-yard.
Yeah, sometimes you just hand it to him and say go, and then it's just a foot race. And to see him outrun defensive backs, that is special.
Also did get help 4 of his blockers here as well.
And look at them, all man, helmet on helmet. Some of these guys are on the ground. And then when he sees that little lane and all that green grass, it's bye-bye.
Fournette rushing for 100-plus yards, 16 of his last 18 games. Tigers up 21-13, third quarter tied at 21. Oh, what a surprise. It's Fournette again, taking the toss. How about a 78-yard touchdown?
If you don't make him make a cut in the backfield, there's nothing you can do. You have to make these big running backs make at least one cut in the backfield, because once they get ahead of steam, either they're going to the end zone or they're going to run someone over.
Giving Anderson a stiff arm here as well. Career high, 284 yards, 3 touchdowns, 16 carries, setting LSU's single-game rushing record.